Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. I'm new here. This is going to be my first video for this page. So, I'm going to do a little introduction. My name is Cody. I live on the east coast of the U.S. Not East Coast, I live in New Hampshire, east side. Small town, New Hampshire, work a lot of hours, and have no life. So that's how we do. We go shooting on the weekend, and that's about it. Do a lot of training, a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. So I thought I would do a sort of EDC dump video. I've seen a lot of people do it. A lot of people do EDC updates from time to time. So I thought we'd do an EDC dump type of deal. So we're going to go over everything. Clothing pretty much stays the same. I got about 4 pairs of pants. They're all the same thing. So we'll kind of go top to bottom, tip to butt, if you'd like. So we'll start there. Most of the time, sunglasses. Oakley Flak 2.0s. I love them. They're very expensive. I didn't pay for them. They were a gift. Win-win. Usually, I do like to wear a flannel type of shirt. A long sleeve shirt works too. I always wear an undershirt. So for clothing, pants, they don't really matter. I like the cool radical pants. That's what I wear. They're very stretchy because we're getting older. So now that that's out of the way, EDC specific type of stuff. So we'll start simple. Flashlight, very important. This is a Streamlight Stylus Pro. It is more than half as old as I am. They had a specific one that was sent to a company over by where I live. They are no longer in business. That was almost 15 years ago. Anyway, I had an old jacket. You might have noticed this little band on there. The point of that is it doesn't fall off. So that's just a little thing. You know, that little stretchy band in the bottom of your jacket kind of cinches up to you, cinches up to your waist. I cut that out. I hate that in there anyways. And a good use for it, put it in there. So shit hits the fan, pardon my French. And you need a light. It will not fall out of your hand. Very small thing. So this is a Streamlight Stylus Pro. It is not very expensive. I think it's only about 120 lumens. Correct me if I am wrong. It's not overly bright. It is very lightweight, very small. It is not that large. Love it. I have that in my side pocket. That's it. Your wallet, I like the Ridge wallets. They're very small. They're very slim. They hold cards. It's all I need it for. Don't carry a ton of cash. That's all I need it for. Chapstick, a must. New England is rough. Phone, turd, iPhone, hate them. That's what I got. So, knives. I always have a knife on me. Now, disclaimer, I work in a facility. I'm not supposed to have weapons at all. So, I am not able to carry guns and larger knives all the time. This is the Spyderco. I don't know the model. I don't. Sawtooth blade. I like it. It is not auto. It's got the little thumb hole. You just flick it open. It is basic. It is not that expensive. It is very sharp and resists a lot of crap. Takes a lot of beating and it doesn't break. Very simple. That's it. I have a couple others here I carry once in a while. I have a Microtech Outbreak knife that was given to me by my father. Yes, this is not exactly an EDC knife. This is a $400 knife. More of a pretty knife, but it's very nice. Also, Civivi makes pretty decent knives. This one is their button lock. Something else. It is... Oh, look, I made it go away. They're very sharp. They're very thin. They're very, very thin. They're less thick than my finger. Very smooth and plenty of grip on it. Very easy to open, very sharp. So those are just a couple other options. Now, let's talk gun setup. So, I carry a Glock 19, okay? Empty mag, and we'll show you for safety purposes. We are unloaded, chamber empty, okay? Empty mag, we're unloaded. Okay, so let's start here. This is my Glock 19, all right? Nothing special, it's just a 19. Now, what I have on it, we got the Holosun, 509T. I am fairly new to it. I've only had it for a couple of months. We'll start top, go down. Slide, factory Glock slide, nothing special about it. Now, some of you may have noticed some things that we'll talk about. The red dot is pushed awfully far back. Now, this was custom milled by Jagerwerks. I got the dovetail milled in front of the optic. I will go into that in a second. And I have the Dawson precision sights that Jagerwerks has claimed to be the perfect lower 1/3 co-witness height when specifically milled on a OEM Glock slide by them for the 509T. So if you look through them, they're a perfect lower 1/3 co-witness with the 509. This is the red dot 509, not the green dot. The green dot was unavailable. Red is perfectly fine. So, sights in front of it. A lot of you may argue shorter sight radius. Yes, that is true. The iron sights are backup sights. They're only if the optic goes down. If the optic goes down, they're perfectly fine. We took it out to the range the other day. We were doing some shooting, some training. About 25 yards, I was able to hold about a softball size group with the iron sights. They're perfectly fine. Now, if you think about it, the sight radius here is about the same roughly as a Glock 26. So you can argue shorter sight radius, yes, but smaller guns have a shorter sight radius, so we're still in the clear there. Now, the Holosun 509T, why did I go with it? There's some other larger names on YouTube that I saw a bunch of reviews, unboxing, openings, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people had some good things to say about it. The RMRs are more expensive. They have a smaller window. They have more of a tint. And some people argue they have less clear glass. So I figured, you know what? I'll give it a try. I also got it very cheap. I think I paid about $275 for it, brand new. I think off Optics Planet. They had a sale. There was a coupon going on. So I got it at a good price. I think MSRP is roughly $5 something. I think usually you can find them for somewhere around $4. So got a good deal on it. I snagged it up. Figured I would. Sent the slide out to Jagerwerks. It was out for about 20 weeks. Finally got her back. Other than that, factory barrel, guide rod, recoil spring, everything. This is a factory Glock trigger. Nothing changed. So that's it for that. Sights are blacked out, by the way. Nothing special. No night sights. Nothing like that. We got a TLR 7A. All right. Now, I went with this. I saw same thing as the 509. I got a pretty decent deal on it. I do not remember how much I paid for it. It is very bright. It's got a decent battery life. It is very small, as you can see. Compared to something like a Surefire X300, they stick out much further. I do like those a lot. They're phenomenal. Just for the ease of concealability, it is a little more comfortable for me if I don't have that extra bit hanging out, poking me down there, you know? So, all personal preference. Nothing's better than the other. Surefire X300, as far as I'm concerned, is a better light. So, anyways, everything else is factory. Excuse me. Now, we'll go up here for a second. All right, so as you saw, stipple. I love the stipple job. The stipple job I did took me a long time. Wood burning kit, Dremel, sandpaper, took a long time. As some of you may have seen, might add, this is a Gen 4 Glock 19. You may have seen the finger grooves. Also, it says Gen 4 on it. Glad you guys can read. Thank you. So, Mag, always, always, always carry stock Glock mags. I will not carry anything else. ETS mags are phenomenal. I have used them. I carry factory. Frame, I stippled it. It's fairly aggressive. It's really not as aggressive as it looks. It looks very aggressive, like it's very uncomfortable on the skin. It really isn't. It is what I call my big dot pattern. I have stippled quite a bit. I watched some videos, learned how to do it. This is what I call the big dot. It is very grippy to your hand, and it does not hurt. It is much less grippy than the stock Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 grips. Much easier on your skin, still plenty of grip. I also undercut it just a little bit myself, just so I can get a little higher up there. I polish this just so it's not digging in right on the side of your knuckle, right in your tender spot. I put some stipple on the bottom, mostly because I accidentally slipped and dug it up a little bit with the Dremel. So I just Dremeled some of that off a little bit, almost did a double undercut, just took some material off just to get your hand up there a little more. And then I put some indexing points over here and on the left side. Magwell, this is the Zev Pro Carry Magwell, Pro Conceal Carry Magwell, something like that. It does look rather large. My hand fits perfectly on this. When I put my hand up there, it tucks my pinky right in there and allows me to get a good purchase on it. It just perfectly fits my hand. Some people may argue, well, it sticks out a little more. If you measure it, it's probably about 1/8 of an inch. I'm not too worried about 1/8 of an inch. So, yeah, that's about it for this. Everything else factory. I don't mess with recoil springs. Barrel, I do have a true precision threaded barrel. The only reason I have that is because I have cans that I usually I'll play around with sometimes. They're meant for rifles. I do have a piston. I can put it on this. I played with it. It's fun, but that's it. So I think that's about it for this. So we'll go ahead and make sure she's clear, throw it over there. Now, for carry, I carry appendix. All right. This is magazine, first of all, stock Glock mag. Now I carry with a stock OEM Glock 19 magazine in the gun, 14 rounds, pardon me, one in the chamber, obviously. This one holds 20 rounds. It is a Strike Industries plus 5 9mm base plate. This is my backup magazine. I've put hundreds and hundreds of rounds through this, and I have not had a single problem. It did come with a plus power or an increased power spring, excuse me. I've had no problems. But this is not 100% factory, so I do not want to trust my life on it because Glock magazines just run. This one gives me more ammo as a backup. I have seen nothing but reliability from it, but I still don't want to trust my life to it. I just don't feel comfortable. Anyways, this is the Tier 1 Axis Elite holster, I believe. The Aegis has like a leather buttons right here for flexibility. I have used several holsters. This is my old holster. This is an Nsr holster. I used to carry 4 o'clock. I do not like it at all. Used to carry it back here. It's got the directional snaps. These ones are brand new and very stiff. I don't like this. I used to like it. I don't like carrying 4 o'clock. If you bend over, your shirt rides up, and then your concealed carry gun's sticking out, and that's not what we want. I used to run that with the Nsr Pocket Mag Carrier. I would carry this in my front left pocket. All it does is hold a magazine, and there's no retention here. It will fall out. All it does is index the magazine a certain up and down in a certain way, so you know how you're grabbing it out of your pocket, and it is very wide so it doesn't flip around in your pocket. It is not bad, but it does take up a lot of space in your pocket. For other holsters, I do not. This is a completely different kind. This is not a carry holster at all. This is a T-Rex Arms Ragnarok, I believe, outside the waistband. I have it on their Savariland lower mount, whatever it is, thigh strap. T-Rex Arms makes phenomenal stuff. They're probably my favorite holsters. I have used one of their sidecars for another handgun that I got rid of. I do not have anymore. I loved it. It was phenomenal. It has very positive retention. Has very positive retention. You know when it goes in there, and it clicks when it goes in there. And it is awesome. I like it very much. And it doesn't take that much force to go in there. Some holsters that I've had, they're all different. The Axis, we're still clear. So the Axis holster right there, when it goes in, it's got a light on it, so it's held in by retention of the light body itself. So it goes in there, and there's some positive retention, but there's no click. This, when it goes in there, there's a click. Goes in there, there's a click, and it will not, should not fall out, but is very easy to get out of there. Now I'm done making all kinds of noise. This one is what I carry right now. It is comfortable, as you can see. It bends between the mag carrier and the body of the holster itself. It does have a wing on it. What this does, if you do not know, is push on the inside of your belt, so it will wrap around your stomach / hip a little bit. So rather than being rigid like this, it will wrap around a little bit, and it will aid in concealability. It will pull it tighter to your stomach and hide it better. So I like this holster. I've had no problems with it. I've had it for a while. They do get very expensive, especially if you customize this. I ordered this to match my truck. It is orange. So I do like this a lot. Now, gun and holster aside, the building block to that is a belt. Now, you need a good belt. Go-Go Juice. I have a couple options. What I am wearing right now is a belt. I don't remember what it is. They're EDC Belt from Warrior Poet Society Network. John Lovell and the guys over there are phenomenal. They have a lot of good stuff. They make good stuff, and they have a lot of great suggestions, advice, and experience. I've been trying it out. All it is, I will demonstrate. Nothing special, okay? It's just a belt. It has a plastic loop on the back, and all it does is go through that, and is held on by Velcro. All right? Now, if you put it on the right way, it is very strong. All right? It is also very rigid. It is a very good balance between comfortableness, yeah, I made that up, and rigidity. So you can carry with it. That's what it's designed for, but it is much more comfortable than some other options like this. This is an SOE Tactical, I believe, belts with their Cobra buckle that is very common. The one thing I don't like about this belt, judge me if you will, is it is a pain in the butt to get on and off. The belt buckle does not fit through most belt loops, so you have to actually take this buckle off to loop it through your belt and then reinstall the buckle every time. It is obnoxious. Now, the point of a gun belt is to be very stiff. This is double layered, very, very extremely stiff, uncomfortably stiff. It just digs into your hips if you're not a very big guy, not huge. In your bony in the pelvis area, it is very, very uncomfortable for long periods of time. So, not a fan of those anymore. They're great belts. I will not talk down about them, but I'm trying out other things right now. This is the Groove Life something belt. This is the one with the magnetic buckle. You push it together and pull it apart, and it just magnetizes. It goes on very easy. It comes off very easy. All you do is touch the magnets together, and it locks into place, and it will not come apart unless you go like this. This is a phenomenal belt. They're very comfortable. Groove Life makes some good stuff. It is high quality. It looks fancy. It looks nice. It is a good-looking belt. Now, with that being said, it is not exactly the most sturdy thing. I have concealed carry carried with it 20 round extra magazine and a fully loaded Glock 19 with light and dot. It's a little heavy for the belt. It will drag it down a little bit, and when you go to draw from holster, it will pull the belt up with it. It's just not the best. I've seen a lot of people say it's rated for carry purposes, and people say they carry with it, and it is phenomenal. My experience is that I wish it was a little stiffer. So, I've been running this Warrior Poet belt. They have partnered with, I believe, Blue Alpha Gear, and they made this belt. It is more stiff, and it is very comfortable. The only downside to this is it's a size too small. I am getting larger in the midsection, and doesn't suit me anymore. I'm going to have to order another size. But phenomenal belt. You can check them out over there. They're fantastic. Aside from that's it. The most important thing, guys, is practice and train. I know times are tough now. Money can be tight. Ammo is tight and hard to come by. Same with guns and time. The most important thing is training. So if you're going to do the deed, do the duty. Carry concealed, definitely concealed. We don't carry open. I don't think that's a good idea. I know people have the different opinions. Mine is that. So train. You can do tons of stuff. You can go home dry fire. That is phenomenal. Glocks are fine for dry firing. Also, people carry 1911, Smith & Wessons. You can carry whatever you want. Carry whatever you're comfortable with. My opinion and what I choose is my opinion. What I choose, that's it. I will not dog anybody or talk down for their opinion. That is fine. With that being said, we might do an update in a little while. Hopefully some people like the content, like the background. We'll touch on that for a second. We're in a smaller apartment, right? And we have a guest bedroom, and it's not exactly done up. So got the green screen behind us and put something fun up on the background back there. So with that being said, I think we will go ahead and end this. I've probably left some information out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will get back to every single comment, I promise. And aside from that, I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you. Come back, drop a like, leave a comment, please, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'm hoping we can get out. Got a new GoPro, got a lot of new stuff to do. Got a new AR build going on, so we're going to test out some new optics here pretty soon, so stick around, subscribe, like and comment, and hope to see y'all soon. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.